Hey now, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great evening and a relaxing one full of peace. I'm coming to drop a post in regards to Miss Roz and her daughters, uh, Nene, to be exact on this one, but as well as Day Day, something I seen over the weekend, but I just uh, caught the beginning of Nene's live that she's doing, and I just had to click off because it's so fake and phony to me. And I always feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And I'm not coming in any type of malicious way at all. I just would like to ask you, Nene, you're about to talk bad about the girl Tanya's mom and her mother. As you said, your dad is not on YouTube, and you're being stalked and harassed and talking about your child, which I don't talk about children. That's a beautiful baby there. But you're saying that you guys are being stalked and harassed. Well, what do you think you're about to do on this live talking about Tanya's mother? And as you say, their dynamics. Uh, Whatever their dynamics is, her mom has nothing to do with it. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You all contradict yourself so much that it makes no sense. You're talking about Sharita and all the things that Sharita has done, and everyone's in your chat talking about it's disgusting, it's evil, it's that. You're saying that Toya is rooting for Sharita, and you're playing your little clip of that. But my thing is, what do you think about your mother? I mean, your mother is, I'm talking about downright dirty lowball with the things that she says, talking about kids. You went and literally got a restraining order on this woman, and that woman's not going to try to harm you in any kind of way. She's not bothering you that much to where you guys need to keep playing these police games, because if that's the case, there needs to be a restraining order and some charges brought up on your mother as well as Day Day, if we want to tell the truth you know and you have to make it make sense. I hear Coco talking about everything that you guys say are real. Nothing you guys are doing is real. This whole situation around this sector is BS. It's pure BS, and it's saddening, and it is sickening, to see all these grown women acting this way, you know, and children being brought into it, grandmothers and grandpas and the elders, just period. The whole situation is sickening. But I was a little shocked to hear you say the things that you say. You sound very professional, but not all the time, hon. You see, when you start hearing people say that they were going to try to report you to different jobs and things like that, you're trying to clean it up. But this is not who you are. And I mean, if it is, I'm sorry for saying that it's not. But when a person shows you who they are, you believe them. You see, because see, me myself, I know how to turn it on and off as well. The same way that I would talk around my friends isn't the way that I would talk around my coworkers. You see, so it's about being professional. So I can understand your point there, but you're coming out here using all these big words to say that you went and pretty much defame someone, because I don't see Sharita harassing you. And like I say, I am subscribed to Sharita, but I don't watch her that much. Because anything that's gonna mess with my spirits or anything, I just try to stay away from it. I can hear a little bit and I don't hear a little bit. I see a little bit and I don't see a little bit. And I get things from other reaction channels that they have caught. So with that being said, did you go down there and lie on that lady to get a restraining order? Because a woman could be getting beat down by her man, and if she ain't got a scar or a bruise or something to show that judge, she can't even get a restraining order. And that's sad. That's sad to say, but it's the honest to God truth. So what did you write down about Sharita? Because I've had restraining orders on my husband, so I know about restraining orders. I have friends that have had restraining orders on baby daddies and husbands. But my thing is, What did you say for them to go ahead and grant a person that lives in a whole nother state from you? I mean, miles and miles away, to the point to where they would go ahead and issue a restraining order. Ma'am, young lady, I don't think you went down there and told the truth. I really don't. And like I said, if you feel that she should be brought up on something, what are you saying to your mother? Are you talking about your mother about her actions, like you was talking about, oh, the actions and they're just this, that, and this, that? Well, what about your mother? What about your mother? And when you first came out, you came out throwing blows too. But I think that now you're thinking about your career and your future, that you're trying to clean it up. But you've already showed your hand and showed what type of person and character that you really have, you know? And like I said, nothing malicious, nothing harmful that I'm going to say. I'm just going to speak facts and speak the truth. Something that you all just don't know how to do. You make your own beliefs and opinions become facts. And it's not. You know, it's not. And then to say that Toya's mother and her dynamic, I think that it's you and Toya that have a problem. But you're calling the kettle black about what Sharita's and other people are doing. But here you are about to talk about this girl's mother. That's not, you showed your pictures of your brother's service and things that was distasteful, you know, but aren't you guys doing the same thing is what I'm saying. That's my point. You cannot come out here and, as you say, be biased and say, okay, we can do it, but they can't. That's not how that works, babe. That's not how that works. For me, I'm not coming out here to throw no slugs and slang no words or none of the above with anybody. I'm going to come speak my truth. And like I say, the only thing that would make me totally hop out of character and be the old me is if someone put their hands on me or my children or tried to harm us in any kind of way. But I'm not worried about that at all, because guess what? I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. And two, this is the YouTube streets. It's not that serious. It's the internet. Your life still goes on when you click that button off and turn that phone off. Your life is still going on. So you should not be letting people disturb you to the point to where you're out here. Your mom went to the police and told a bunch of lies. You came up with some paper saying folks has put them all on. And then wait a minute. To be exact, ain't your mother trying to harm Guru in some type of way? And I don't even want to bring that up, but that's just something that I noticed. Your mom is out here trying to play with somebody's livelihood, messing with their job, their pay, the way they pay their bills, going out doing the same thing that you're sitting over here talking about. So are you having any type of conversation with your mother? You know, because like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know, no one's special. You know, God is no respecter of any man. We are all equal. You know, and if you slang shots and throw mud, most of the time people will slang rocks and throw mud right back at you. I used to be that way. But like I realized that don't get me nowhere. See, my revenge is success. My revenge is just staying quiet and moving in silence and being successful. Because that kills people more than coming out here acting stupid and ignorant, you see? And I had to learn that the hard way. But I'm just not understanding. You should not be speaking on this girl mother's, because this girl mother, like you say, you're about your father and other people that have been put out here on the YouTube streets in your family. They don't know anything. She doesn't know anything about this YouTube stuff either. That's her daughter. So your beef and your problem is with her daughter. And it really shouldn't even be with her daughter, because you girls are supposed to be intellectual, educated young women that are headed into a bright future. So what one say about the other should not bother anybody to the point to where it's causing this much drama. This is nothing but a cesspool of mess. and God ain't nowhere involved in it. So please, y'all stop talking about the Lord, because he is not involved in any of this, because all of it is pure evil, if you ask me. You see, ain't nobody walking the straight and narrow when it comes down to getting these few little dollars from YouTube. And like I say, I heard Coco say that everything you girls say is right. I mean, he named all your little bunch over there. And I'm like, what kind of, this is the most butt-kissing man I ever known. But always saying he's a man. He knows in his heart and in his mind the things that you guys are doing aren't right. That's why he was upset the other day saying people can put people in position. See, I read between lines, and I don't know if anybody caught that, but he was pretty much talking about you guys. He said, you know, people can put people in position. When he got back over there with your mother, he wanted your mother to kind of hook him up the same way she had hooked up a few other people, you see, and put him in position so he can get back to his bag, because it's all bad over there for them, you know. So that was a shot at your mother, but he thought about it and then came back the next day and, oh, everything they're saying, no, man, you're full of crap. You're full of crap. And I'm not trying to come out here and be cursing and making myself look bad over something that's going on these YouTube streets with crazy folks that need to get it together. Because we got too much going on in life. I'm talking about with the banks. They're about to be shutting these bank downs, taking our money. It's a lot going on in the world to where people need to be focused on that and get woke, you know. Or if you want some entertainment, go watch TV. Go out to a movie, to dinner, something. But you can't make negativity and andriness and evilness your entertainment. How is that entertaining? You see, I don't get it. Roz, you're over here trying to mess with that woman, Guru. She's not bothering you to the point to where you need to be messing with her livelihood. Is it that serious that you would want to see another person down bad over something, some words, over some talk? You guys don't know each other. You guys haven't met each other. Nobody has harmed anybody in any type of way, but you're very malicious. But your daughter ain't talking to you about that. You're very malicious. You talk about people's kids, mothers. Now, Nene, you're saying someone talked about your grandmother, but didn't your mother talk about her mother first? Didn't your mother talk about her mother first? All of those little hackling hens over there, all of them, those minions of hers, they came first and was throwing blows. You see, and when your mother throw blows, she don't know when to stop. She hits totally below the belt. That is totally unacceptable. That would make somebody want to come at her and do something. But if they're smart and wise, they'll work it like you're doing it. You know, you guys play real big police games. So while you're behind the scene, pushing buttons, using authority, and talking to who you need to talk to get what you want and what you need, I think people in this sector should be doing the same with you, your mother, and your sister. You see, and all the other ones. Raj, you had that lady up on the platform this weekend, you know, and I couldn't come and interrupt my peaceful time to even say anything about it, because as you hear in my voice, this irritates me. It frustrates me to the core, you know, but you had that woman up there, whatever her channel was, and she's telling you all of this stuff about Treese and the car, and you're, yes, girl, and I mean, you going for this stuff. I mean, you guys are literally coming together, forming a terrorist hate group, because that's all it is. It's a hate, but you say you don't hate anybody, though. You say that, you know, you're just coming out to dissect and do your reactions. No, ma'am, it's a little bit more than that, and it's gotten a little deeper than that. You see, whatever you can do to get your crowd stirred up and start having them boost your ego up on them lies, you'll do it. You'll do it. You'll never stand down and act like a real woman. You just don't. I have no respect for you at all. And like I say, all us queens ain't out here like that. It's some good, decent women out here that want to uplift, inspire, encourage, and fix a crown versus trying to knock it off somebody's head and tear them down. But then in the same sentence, talk about the Lord. Baby, God ain't in this. God ain't in this, and I'm telling you, when the gavel hits, what you put out here in this world is what you're gonna get back. And you reap what you sow. What comes around goes around. And when it comes back around and smack all of y'all up in the face, don't come out here crying. Don't come out here crying and then playing victim, because you guys put yourself in that position. You guys have opened up the door for the enemy to come in and trample all over everybody. Everybody. You see? And that's shameful. But now I don't understand how you feel your mother and your sister are doing things right, and all the other little minions they got going on. And I had just said I don't see Tanya and Chase all up in her chat all the time, because I knew that wasn't going to last. I knew it. Your mother is still calling their name. Roz, you're still calling their name due to the fact that you need those alliances. You really don't want one with Coco for real. You know, you guys are playing on each other's intelligence. You know, thinking one is dumber than the next. You know, it's nothing that is genuine between you guys, and that's just what it is. That's facts. You see, but I noticed wasn't seeing them no longer in your chats all like they were, because best believe people can forgive, but they never forget. And if they have any type of integrity in them, they're looking at you like this woman ain't about SHIT. You see, that's what they're looking at you like. Everybody can laugh and and all that, but reality sets in and say, this ain't cool. If you have a lick of integrity or morals or ethics about yourself, you would never agree with what's going on, what's being stated, the things that are being said about children, elderly people, grandparents, mothers, fathers, all of this stuff. It's not right. And Roz, you are the ringleader. I'm telling you, you started all of this. Treese have always had her haters, but it never got to the point to where it got this bad. She's always had haters because they're around. Now, you wouldn't be doing something right if you didn't have no haters. But it never had got to the extent of this right here. You see, and I've been watching her since 2014, 2015, when I had a Facebook page. You see, so you are the ringleader of this circus. You know, you really think you're it too. You think you Miss Ann. But you are nothing, Roz. Not acting the way that you do. You're not a stand-up woman by any means. You talk heavy. You talk real heavy. You know, but that don't make you heavy other than size. You see? But for us, being someone, a heavy stepper is someone that got it all together for real. They're a dime piece all the way around, inside and out. They move correctly, you see, and you move so crookedly that it doesn't make any sense. And you guys are good at throwing rocks and then hiding your hands. And the same thing that you are doing, you'll go back and try to say somebody else is doing it, and oh, they're this, and they're harassing, and they're stalking. What the heck y'all think y'all been doing? You see? You got one of your daughters over here that's totally disrespectful. I mean, I would be embarrassed by that child. If that had been my daughter, man, I'm telling you, I would have been then yoked her up real quick. But I would be embarrassed by that daughter of yours. And I hope and pray that she changes, because like I say, she's almost at 30. So I'm a little, you know, I gotta kind of think about it like, come on now, women mature and age a lot faster than men. She's knocking at 30 and still with this type of behavior. So that's how you know this is the norm for you all. This is the normal. Everything was normal for me because I was raised in that type of nonsense. It was not normal to my children because they weren't. I stopped those generational curses because I wanted them to be better than me, step higher than me, be proud of themselves, not only making me proud, but be proud of themselves, knowing that they have accomplished a lot of things in life. And the sky's the limit, you know? God has so much in store for them. So I wish they would ever step out here on these internet streets, not even to defend me. Because if I put myself in a position like that, I need to get myself out of it. I don't need my kids running out to their death or coming out here ruining their sales, their careers, their characters, and all this type of stuff that you have put in your children in. You have put your children in it. And I hate to say it, God rest your son's soul. But you have one that is gone. You have one that is dealing with that mentally, spiritually, physically, whether you think so or not, knowing that he took a man's life and that his brother is gone. You need to think about these kind of things. And this is bringing tears to my eyes because I'm tired of you women. I am so tired of it. You know? And I want to find a way to just totally talk. So if it comes down to me just deleting all of this mess, I will do it. I will do it because I can't stand to see us do each other like this. Now you called your boys out to harm. And look what happened. Now you're calling your daughters out. They're not in the streets with it, but they're in the YouTubes and the social media world. And guess who called them out here? Their mother. That's supposed to be this perfect and prim and got it all together and classy woman. And oh, her life is so perfect. Bullshit. Bullshit. You see, y'all are wrong. I lost a stepson that was like my child. I lost these streets don't play fair. They don't play fair. So it's not worth coming out here playing Russian roulette with your life. And I can't go down the list of how many people I lost to the streets and to nonsense. Because folks ain't got good sense God gave them. And people move off of emotions. They don't think first. Like I always told my son, you think before you act and you think before you react. Because your consequences, you'll be held responsible for them. And I had to teach him that coming up through elementary school and middle school, trying to fit in and all that stuff. Now the young man is on the straight and narrow and doing good God-fearing young man. About to graduate and go on and do big things in life, just like my daughter did. I would be a fool to call them out here because somebody said something bad or negative about them or somebody's bashing me. Okay, that's my business. I'm grown. I got tough skin. I can handle it. And if I can't, I know how to get rid of you. I ain't even got to tune in to you. I'll shut you clear out. But for us to keep on going on the way you women are going on is wrong. And all you supporters over there, you guys are not supporters. You guys are hinderers. Because you're hindering those girls' growth. You're hindering Roz from trying to make some type of change to leave people the hell alone. Leave people, children alone. But then you'll go file a police report on somebody, and you got your daughter over here filing restraining orders, which I know for sure she had to go down there and make it seem like it was all bad. And it ain't even that serious. You see, you guys are throwing mud at each other. It's not a one-sided thing. You guys are doing it to each other. You see? So if one stopped, you best believe the other one would stop. You see? And anytime that Sharita I saw wanted to end it, Roz, you came back with something else. You'll start talking about Treese, and then when you get to talking about Treese, you'll skip over and your next topic will be something about her. That doesn't make either one of you guys right. I'm not saying either one of you are right. Because it's all wrong. People's parents ain't got nothing to do with this. People's kids ain't got nothing to do with this. All this nonsense is being doxxed. People are getting doxxed and jobs, or they're trying to call jobs. Why would anybody want to mess with somebody's livelihood? I don't care. I wouldn't even do my worst enemy like that. I know what to do for you. Get rid of you, get away from me, and let me kill you with this success that I'm finna bring and show you. You see? Because God will set the table for your enemies, and he will make it where they can sit right there and bask in all the greatness and goodness that you have been blessed with. And he will make your enemies your footstool. You see, you'll be stepped on, baby. You see, and don't think, like I tell you guys, you're not being blessed by God. This ain't nothing but the devil, because the devil can bless you as well and have you thinking you doing so good. You're not doing good. He's here to kill, steal, and destroy, and he's waiting on the day to knock you up out of here. He's not your friend. So stop running around with him. You see? All of you all. You supporters, you guys are the worstest of the worst. I wouldn't want to have no supporters like that that's always egging me on to do negative and nonsense and speak belittling to people. You couldn't be a supporter or a friend of mine or somebody that has my best interest at heart. There's no way you are. So you got to move out that square too. Let me get away from you too. You see? But you guys got this little sister circle going on and all this old nonsense, and you guys are okay with it. And I'm talking about these are some seasoned women. And then y'all always calling somebody names dirty and all this. Look at y'all selves. Y'all some dust buckets. And respectfully, y'all are stuck in the house, miserable, angry at life. You see, using this nonsense as your entertainment. And y'all ain't got a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out neither. Don't own nothing, ain't got nothing, don't have nothing. But sitting around here talking about the next person. And grant you, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. But I hold myself accountable for my actions. And I hold myself to certain standards. You see? Because I am a woman. I'm all woman. I'm a queen. I'm a grown woman. You see? I wish that just something could change. That's all I can say. I wish that something could change because it's hurting too many people now. Raj, you started this. I'm telling you, I've been on these YouTube streets since 2014, and you started this. And it has spread like wildfire, like a fire in California, spreading. And it's spreading, and it's contagious. It's infectious. You see, it's not nothing positive. I've not yet to hear you talk about anything positive. Do you have a positive bone in your body? Because like I said, you can't be happy delving in and dwelling in mess and in drama and in hate and in negativity. You can't be okay with it. And the only way that I can feel you are is because you are not walking with the Lord. The Spirit of God is not in you. You see, you ain't straddling the fence. You just all the way hopped over to the side of evil. You know, a lot of us straddle for years, you know, till we have that come to Jesus moment. But it's like y'all not even straddling. Your daughter even said she was Lucifer, Satan. What? Who says that? Like I say, do you know what door you're opening? What window you're creeping open to allow him to come in and destroy you? Make this stuff make sense. You can't, can you? You're not going to ever be able to. But I'm telling you, Nene, you're over there with all those big words and all your talking, but you're doing the same exact thing that you are going out putting restraining orders on people for. You're about to try to disgrace and make a mockery of this girl's mother that has nothing to do with what's going on out here on the YouTube streets. You see? But you'll do it just to try to make her look bad. You can't make anybody look bad because of their mother's action. We blame the parent. You blame me because everything starts at home. Unless I've done the best that I could and they still went out there and strayed and acted a plum fool, then you can't blame me for nothing. But children, if they stray away, they'll come back to their raisins. You see, what they've been taught, they will come back to. You see, especially if it's something good. But if it's been all bad and this is what they've seen, what do they have to come back to that was positive? Did you keep them grounded in the word of the Lord? Did you raise them up in the Bible? Did you teach them about integrity, ethics, morals, ways to carry themselves out here in this world? Or did they have to wing it and find out for themselves and still taking on all of these bad characteristics that were stuck in the home with them all that time, smothering them? So who could they be? You see, I believe you held Day Day back. That girl shouldn't be 26 years old, living on a dorm, going to college. You see, you should not have held her back because you probably felt like all your kids was gone and she was your last one to hang on. But ain't no way I'll ever hinder my children's growth. There's no way. Because by 26, almost 27, Day Day, you should have a lot more going on for yourself. And not to say that you're not headed there, because like I say, I'm not out here to be malicious or wish harm or do any type of damage to anybody's ego. I'm just calling it like I see it. You should be striving and doing more than coming out here on the YouTube streets making yourself look like a fool or a crazy young lady. I hope and pray that you're better than that. I hope and pray that you're beyond that. You see, because who wants to be a 50-year-old woman still engaging in stuff like this, like your mother is? You see, and that's not, like I said, respectfully. Everything is respectfully. But I'm going to get off here. You know, Raj, you wrong for trying to come at Guru and mess up anything for this woman. That's her livelihood. That's how she takes care of home. Ain't nobody coming calling no Social Security office or finding out where your job at or calling the Section 8 office on you allegedly, because these are all the things that are being said, but it's allegedly because I don't know your personal business. You see, and I ain't trying to dig too deep in it. You see, because that's your business. It don't pay my bills. It don't put no food on my table. You see, I just react to this nonsense that's going on a platform that I am on and a sector that I have been in for a long time. You see, all of you guys are looking like plumb fools. And I'm telling you, tears almost dropped out my eyes. I had to snatch myself up because, like I say, this is emotional. It is draining. It is sickening. It is total disgust. And there's no other way to call it. But I see you guys want to keep on and continue in acting this way, talking this way, speaking this way. And to me, you stand for nothing. I have no respect for you. None whatsoever. And that's respectfully speaking. I have no respect for you. Because I would look at you as a woman that I should be able to look up to. I can't look up to you. You know, you're a bit older than me, you know, by 4 years, not much. But at your age, the way we grow and evolve as women, you should be way beyond this right here. Ain't no money in the world. Because like I say, after you built your platform, you should have took it to another height and to a different level, a positive level, because you got the support of the people. You see, whether they're good people or bad people, you got the support that you needed to let all of that nonsense go and put your life on the straight and narrow, and let's talk about something different. Other than bashing Latrice, her children, other women, their children, their parents, their grandparents, calling people mammy. That's y'all need to stop that. That's somebody's mother. And like I say, I didn't have the best of a mother, but I would never disrespect her. Never. Ever, ever, ever. You see? Cause see, you met. Let me just. I'ma stop because I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna say things that I would regret and that will cause me to have to go in prayer. I have not said anything that is discrediting me or pulling me out of God's will. I'm just only speaking the truth. So I will catch myself. And I say sorry if I've said anything to harm anyone in any kind of way, because that's not my intentions. Not at all. And I will continue to react on this mess. I will, but I can't do it every day. I cannot in no type, form, fashion sit and have that type of stuff burning my eardrums up and crushing my heart. You see, there's no way possible. But in between, I will react, you know, because it needs someone to speak on. And when they're speaking, we need to all speak the truth. And hopefully, with the truth and advice, one day, just one day before it's too late, and there's no turning back, and ain't nothing you can do because now your whooping is tearing you down, you'll change. Because you can call those wolves of daughters off, you know, because they on the prowl as well. You could step back and do something different, because once again, you brought all of this to this app, to this sector. You brought this. You started off so prim and proper and classy, like you just, and that you was a fake and a fraud. And that would be another reason why, as a supporter, I'd be like, I don't want to, you had to lie to kick it. You could have just came out and been yourself from the jump. You see, when you know you wasn't nothing but a wolf in sheep's clothing. Come on now. Come on. Nay. Go back to, like you said, your love, whatever you got going on, you said. Go back to that, something positive. Stop going down putting reports on people that you know ain't gonna never bother you. Ain't never gonna bother you. Ain't stunting you. And if you're gonna call, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So go over there and have a long conversation with your mom. Pick up the phone and call her. Because if that's the case, she needs warrants on her. She needs big warrants. She needs restraining order, warrants, cease and desist. She needs all kind of stuff on her. And now your sister needs it as well. Like I say, you ain't as bad as them, because you when you come out, you make your stuff sound good. But like I say, only real eyes know real lies. And stop letting them old people that ain't got nothing going for themselves soup your head up, little child, lady, excuse me, sorry. Like I say, my daughter's 25, about to be 26, and I still look at you guys as children. But you guys are grown adults and are accountable and responsible for the things that you do. You see. But as a young woman that has an education, a career, stay away from this mess. That's my best advice for you. Stay away from it. If your mama don't want to do nothing and your sister don't want to do nothing, don't ruin yourselves. And don't let these folks is in this group that you guys got going on that came from your mom egg you on to be a loser. Because I don't think that's where you're headed, young lady. Stop. When someone says something about you, only hit dogs holler. You ain't got to come back with a response all the time because it's not worth your energy. It's not worth it. You see, and I'm just talking to you in a form that I would talk to my own daughter. You trying to go somewhere in life. Your mama's setbacks and holdbacks ain't got nothing to do with what your future looks like. Because she's trying to live through you. Little do you know. And like I say, we are proud parents. I am a very proud mother. So I understand that. But I can't live through my child. I have to live my life. You see, and let her go and be the best that she can be. The best woman and the best person that she can be. Be her best self at this thing called life. You see, and be there to just support and guide her when she needs that guidance. You see, I'm not trying to live through her. And that's what your mother is doing. And y'all all are tiptoeing around each other instead of just telling each other like it is. And getting each other straight to where, like my daughter came, mama, you still gossiping. She don't want me in this type of mess. She don't. My son don't. Jordan, you don't want me in that type of mess, do you? With this YouTube? Yes or no? No. Thank you. My kids don't want me in anything like this. You see? But like I told them, I chose to be a content creator. I chose this. You see? Long as it's not affecting them, and I will never allow it to affect them, because can't nothing nobody say about me and mine hurt or intimidate me. You see? Because you can't do nothing to me. You see, if God, I am protected and covered in the blood of the Lord. And if God, what's for me is for me. And can't no man come through God to get to me. Because Jesus has us all protected. I pray for me and my children every day and every night. You see? So I'm not worried about it. I don't have anything in my life that I regret that I wouldn't be willing to just tell the people about. Because I don't regret anything. Because that's why I am who I am today. You see? And it wasn't always peaches and cream. And I ain't going to try to front and fraud and fake like it was. It was all down bad sometimes. But when it was down bad, it still was good. Because I had God on my side. You see? And it didn't stay there. It didn't stay there. See, I could stand. I could be able to walk. And then I started running. You see? And glory be to God. It had nothing to do with me other than doing my part. You see? So I'm going to let this video go because I'm at 40 minutes. I've never done a video this long, and I don't like to do long videos because I don't want to be long-winded, and people don't want to listen anymore. You just try to make it as quick as possible, because this isn't a live. These are videos, you see. But this just over the weekend, seeing someone try to mess with someone's livelihood for real, and that woman is a good woman. That woman ain't no bad woman. She's just calling truth. And are you afraid of the truth? That's the only thing I can think of. You don't want nobody calling your truths out, which constructive criticism can help you grow, Roz. It can help you grow. You see? But you too bullheaded and think you got the game and gone with it. And you ain't gone nowhere with it. But that's you in your life. I'll keep you in my prayers. Nana, try to do better. Try to do better. Day Day, you remind me a lot of your mother. And I hope and pray that you get it together before it's too late for you. And like I say, it's really never too late. As long as you wake up and you got breath in you and God woke you up, you got a second chance to do it right, to make things right. You see? And don't let the almighty dollar be what rules you. Because money ain't going to never make you happy if that's what you think. It may buy you some of the things you want, but it will never bring that peace and that joy and that happiness that you want to have in your life. God bless you all. I appreciate you all my supporters. You know, like I say, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but I had to speak the truth, you know, because this right here, this stuff is just, like I said, I can't be so involved with this every day. I am an empath. You know, I have sympathy and love for people, genuine love. I'm a respectful, humble woman, and this type of stuff bothers me to my core. This YouTube was my safe place. When I got off Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff, YouTube was the safe ground. I love YouTube. You know, keep up with your celebrities and, you know, funny stuff. And, man, what has happened to YouTube? What has happened? Now TikTok has become my safe place because I see meeting women from all over the world that ain't about all that drama, hate, evilness. We lift each other up. It's like a HBCU college, which what my daughter graduated from. I'm just upset, you know. And so I'm going to calm myself down. I'm going to let this go. Like I said, it took me back to the weekend when I started hearing the beginning of this young lady's live, and I had to click off. I can't even hear anymore. You're about to go talk about somebody's mother, but then you just put a defamation, a harassment, and a stalking claim out on somebody else. That doesn't make sense. What's good for the goose is always good for the gander. You do unto people as you want others to do unto you. You see? Good night, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe. I truly, truly, truly appreciate all of my supporters. Just taking the time to even listen to this video. You know, I appreciate that. Even if you don't get all the way through it, just the fact that you came to support, I appreciate that. You know, we're going to grow together. You know, we're going to grow and glow together. That's one of our TikTok mottos, you know, and I value that because this is not my channel, it's our channel. And I don't want it to be tarnished in any kind of way. I don't want it to be taking no negative turns anywhere because we have enough negativity going on just surviving and living our lives to where we don't need anything extra brought in. When we have our leisure time to be on different apps or out at dinner and movie or whatever, that's our leisure time. It's not time to be indulging in nonsense all the time. That's a rest my brain time, you see? So, God bless you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Cut on your post notifications because I will be dropping another video Hopefully it'll be about Tamar and Candy, because I'm trying to find out exactly what's going on. And since Tamar came on Watch Wild Live last night with Andy Cohen and said what she said about Todd and Candy, more information is coming out. So I want to find out myself what's going on. You see what I'm saying? You see, go find out what these celebrities got going on. We broke. We are broke. I don't care how much money you say you got. There's no such thing as middle class with the way things are going. Food, rent going up all the time, mortgages, gas. You're either rich or you're poor. You one or the other. You living check to check, baby. So if you ain't got it like that, don't act like it. Because like we say, there's really no such thing as middle class. And you guys better get to knowledge about what's going on with these banking facilities and different things like that, and what could be possibly going on with the little money that you do have, instead of always worried about nonsense. Good night, guys. Love you all. Peace be with you. Rest well. And I'll be back at you. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless. Talk to you later.